Come on. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Jordan Young, aka Sneakernomics, back with another certified hood classic. Today I'm going to be taking a pair of shoes out of a box and telling you what I think about them. A lot of sneaker YouTubers out there are renowned for bringing you reviews of shoes early, but I have made a name for myself in this game by bringing you reviews of the same shoes very late. And this review is no exception. The shoes in question are the Air Jordan 3 Craft Ivorys. This is, I think, the first iteration of an Air Jordan 3 Craft that we've seen so far. If you're not familiar with the Air Jordan Craft series, it's a new theme that Jordan Brand have been playing around with. They've used models like the Air Jordan 1 High, as well as the Jordan 1 Mid, and then famously last year on the Air Jordan 4. The whole idea of the Craft series is to place a little bit more importance on craftsmanship, and so these sneakers feature elevated materials and an elevated sense of attention to detail. This pair dropped this past weekend on Saturday and sold out here in the UK on the Nike sneakers app. However, over there in the USA, I know for a lot of you guys, these are still sitting. You can probably go down to your local store and pick them up, or you might even still be able to find them on the Nike sneakers app. And so this is kind of interesting. I don't know what the difference is between the UK and the USA sneaker market right now, where this Jordan 3 sold out here, but it didn't sell out for you guys over in the US. If anyone has any interesting thoughts on that, feel free to let me know. Let's get into the shoes. First things first, the box. You get this cream box with the elephant print going down the side. You have the Craft themed logo, which features the Jumpman and the Nike Air stealthily ghosted into one another on the lid of the box. And then opening up the box, you get the Jordan 3 elephant print paper. The shoes themselves, on first look, they are really clean, really crispy. The whole ivory color theme comes across really strong. Some creamy hues on the midsole, yellow oxidized touches on the back tab, as well as on the icy outsole. You have a nice little bit of contrast with this almost blue-gray suede that shadows the elephant print around the toe, as well as on the heel, as well as these panels that flank the eyelets, and the somewhat fleecy type liner. Together with the white laces, it creates this really clean, really simple colorway. In terms of the materials, it's really nice quality leather. I think the idiom that generally is used by artisans in the business of appraising leather is known as ball bag leather. Really nice wrinkles and really soft and smooth to the touch. The quality on the suede is really good. The elephant print is really nice. I'm a big fan of the shape of the shoe. These, of course, run in line with the updated old school Jordan 3 shape that we have grown accustomed to thanks to models like the retro reimagines from last year and the J Balvins and the Fears and stuff. So this is one of those shoes that I wasn't really dead set on getting my hands on, but when the sneakers release went live on Saturday, I was sat there, I was on my phone, I was waiting for the drop to come around to decide whether or not I would pull the trigger, and I inevitably did, and I got the dub. Now, it is a really nice shoe, it is a really clean shoe, it's really simple, but do you really need it? Well, I thought I would take a moment to compare these to some of the other white or light colored Jordan 3s I have, such as these, the J Balvin 3s, where they are obviously a little bit lighter, they're not quite as creamy, but they kind of have the same kind of look to them. Also the Amamanier 3s, they look kind of similar. And of course the Retro 88s, of which I have two pairs. I have the pair from 2013, and then I have the reimagines from last year. I also have the True Blues, and I have the Fire Reds and the UNCs. And so at this point, this would be like my 8th pair of light colored Air Jordan 3s. And so the question is, do I really need them? And the answer is, of course I do. These are very similar, but in their own right, they are very different. The main difference, which is a small detail to the majority of people out there, but it's a big detail to sneakerheads, is this back tab. Because you have the Nike Air and the Jumpman on the back, which is something that we've seen on one or two other pairs of Jordan 3s in the past. The one that comes to mind off the top of my head is the Fragment 3s, but I know there's one or two others, the Japanese denims as well. Maybe there could be one or two other pairs that feature this same type of jewel logo on the back, which I think is pretty cool. And so, having waffled on at length at this point, let's now see what they look like on foot. First things first, I think they look really clean on foot. It's such a simple colorway. I feel like you would have to have fashion even worse than me to mess up a fit with these. The comfort is really good. I got me a US 10.5, which is my normal size in Jordan 3s, and these fit really good and they felt really good on foot. I do think the Air Jordan 3 is one of the comfier Air Jordan retros, but that's not saying much because generally speaking, J's are pretty uncomfy. And so if you were considering sizing, I would just go normal, true to size for your fit. And so I feel like they look really good, they fit really good, they feel really good, but would I recommend these? With the price point being around 200 pounds or $210, it is a lot of money to shell out for just another pair of light colored Jordan 3s. And so if you have already in your collection shoes like the Amamanyers or maybe the J Balvins, or you have already the reimagined 3s from last year, these are probably going to be unnecessary unless you are a proper dedicated type collector. And so if you're sat there wondering, should I get these? Should I not get these? They're still sitting on the app. Do I really want to go for them? I would say if you have those other shoes, don't worry about it. And who knows, for you guys over there in the US, these might even end up going on sale. And so there we go. That is my review. I think they're really nice. I think they're really clean. I think they look great on foot and they are comfy. If you're in the US and you're on the fence and these are still sitting, grab them up before they go and you regret it down the line. If you're in the UK and you wanted to come up on a pair for the resale, they're not reselling for that much over retail at this point. In fact, you could probably, if you did some legwork, go out there and find a pair for retail. Thanks as always for taking the time to watch. I will be bringing you guys another review tomorrow on a pair of sneakers that I came up on in store today. This review uncharacteristically will be coming more on time rather than further down the line when about 50 other people have already done a review. And so if you guys want to check that video out, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be alerted when I drop one of these bussin' bangers. Thanks as always for taking the time to watch the video, really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care for now, and peace.